Hello and welcome to Siddhi. You have around 40-45 days for CGL Tier 1 2026. And in this CGL Tier 1 2026, if there is one exam that is going to determine whether you are qualifying this Tier 1 or not, no doubt that subject is GS. And GS is very vast. Within GS, you have history, polity, economy, geography, architecture, space tech, government schemes, this, that and so on. So the question is, when you start revising GS, which subject should you give highest priority? And within that subject, what are those topics that you must revise without fail? And when you're planning your overall revision, should you give highest priority to core GS subjects? Or is it static GK? Or is it current affairs? To give you precise answers for all these questions, I have analyzed all the CGL papers of 2025. I have taken all the shifts and I have counted all the questions subject-wise, and I have identified the subtopics from which the questions are asked. So before giving you the final answer of the list of the most important must-read topics, I would love to show you the data that I have collected so that you can understand the whole analysis perfectly and you can revise perfectly. So let's get started and let me show you the data. Sorry for the interruption, I'll be very quick. If you want to prepare for SSC exams of 2027 in a structured manner, this video has a very interesting giveaway for you. It is on Siddhi's BrahMos program, the full SSC course for the cycle of 2027. The course fee is 3,299, but I want to keep it very affordable. So for the next 2 days, there is a huge fee drop and the course is available just for Rs 2,500. And to participate in the giveaway, you need to like this video, comment on this video and subscribe to Siddhi Prep. The winners will be announced tomorrow evening in our Telegram channel. All the best. For all the analytical purposes, I have divided the entire GS syllabus into 3 sections. First section is core GS, where you have history, geography, polity, economy, architecture, all these things. The second is static GK, where you have classical music, dance, instruments, sports, all these things. Then we have current affairs. So I have taken all the papers of 2025 and I have counted the number of questions that are asked separately in core GS, static GK followed by current affairs. And this is a sample data. If you take a look at the sample data, within core GS, more or less you have 14 questions, 15 questions, 13 questions, 15 questions, etc. And in static GK, more or less you have 7 questions, 5 questions, 7, 7, 6, 7 questions, etc. And in current affairs, there are 4 questions, 5 questions, 4 questions, 3 questions, 2 questions, etc. Similarly, in the next set of data, if you notice properly, core GS pattern more or less remained the same, with the one single exception where there are lesser number of questions. And in that paper, if you see in current affairs, there are more number of questions. So with the minimal variations such as certain shifts where there are 9 questions and 9 questions of current affairs, more or less this pattern is same. So in 2026, in your papers of CGL Tier 1, you can definitely expect core GS questions of around 14 to 15 and static GK questions of around 6 to 7 and current affairs questions of around 5 to 6 with minimal exceptions. So the priority order, the first thing that you must remember is highest priority order is core GS. Then it is static GK followed by current affairs. And for static GK, we have studied the entire static GK properly through free live sessions on this channel in Kavach series. Along with the classes, I also gave you a test series, that is Kavach test series. So all you need to do is revise from the Kavach classes and write as many tests as possible from the Kavach test series. Your static GK, that is around 25% of your entire paper is fully sorted. And in the video where Siddhi reached 50,000 learners, I promise you that for current affairs for the exam of 2026, I will give you free tests topic wise. And we already did that as a part of the 40-day revision plan. So for current affairs, you can write the test, and along with the test, it's not just the test, I am also planning to take up marathon sessions through which I will cover current affairs. And now is the time for us to start talking about the priority order for core topics of GS. And to come to the conclusion of this, I have taken shifts of all the papers of CGL and I have counted subject-wise number of questions also. Let us see the data. If you see this, this is about shift-wise accounting of ancient history, medieval history, modern history, architecture, polity, etc. etc. I have counted all the questions shift-wise. And after taking a look at the data, there are certain chapters where, there are certain subjects where there are more number of average questions than the other chapters. So for 2026 exams, the highest priority order that you need to follow is polity, from which you can definitely expect around 3 to 4 questions of your paper, economy from which you can expect around 2 to 3 questions, geography from which you can expect around 2 to 3 questions, then it is modern history, then it is architecture, followed by space technology and ancient history. And out of all these also, if you can do polity, economy, geography, modern history and architecture, this itself you will be able to cover at least 30% of your paper, that is around 15 to 16 marks. So this is the revision priority order, and I am not going to stop just here. This is just the beginning. Within these chapters also, I have picked up the most repeated themes, and I know that SSC repeats its questions. So in polity, you have fundamental rights, president, governor, parliament, center-state relations, BNS, BNSS, BSA. These are extremely important. Similarly, in economy, 5-year plans, licensing policies, LPG, fiscal policies, banking, all these things are extremely important. Don't worry about the topics. These topics will be given to you as a PDF in Siddhi Prep's Telegram channel. You also have the topics of geography. Then there are topics of modern history. Then there are topics of architecture. For example, within architecture, you have temple styles, Buddhist architecture and Mughal architecture also. Then you have ancient history, where these 4 topics of all these 4 Gupta administration and terminologies is extremely important. This entire PDF with the list of important topics subject wise will be provided in Siddhi Prep's Telegram channel. You can download the PDF and you can take a look at it. And for a better revision of all these topics, I have devised a beautiful tool in Siddhi Prep. The tool is a test series of 45 tests with each test containing 50 questions. I have intentionally kept 50 questions for each test series because at this point of time, 45 days before the exam, if you can revise a particular topic through questions rather than from the notes, you will be able to remember it better. So at Siddhi, I have designed a test series where I have created 45 tests and there are 50 questions per test, and these questions are based on the most important topics that you will be seeing in your papers of 2026, and that test series is none other than Vajra test series. And in Vajra test series, you have a total of 2250 plus GS questions distributed across all the topics of core GS, that is history, polity, geography, economy, science and space technology. So if you can revise your core GS from Vajra's test series, that is through the 2250 plus questions, your entire core GS, that is 60% of your papers revision would be completed. So all you need to do is revise one topic every day and write one test of Vajra series daily. And if you write the test and if you start revising through the test in every single day, you will be revising at least 50 plus important topics. And now is the time for real bonanza. It's not just the test series, not just the important topics, this, that, etc. I'm gonna take free classes for these important topics also as a part of GS one-shots. And in these one-shots, we will revise all the important topics and we will also learn elimination techniques of all these subjects. The series is gonna start from 29th of August. 29th of August is the first class where we will take up polity, and after that I will take up sessions on economy, ancient medieval history as well as geography. So on this 29th, that is tomorrow, let us meet on Siddhi Prep's YouTube channel for the first one-shot class, that is on polity, and I'll see you all in the class. Siddhi to Sadhiddham.